1 second from half court. Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh!
Did he bring it in? He did!
It is caught!
Live from State College, University of Penn State. It's the 3A Volleyball Championships here on the NFHS Sports Network. We crowned one champion here today. The Meadville Bulldogs defeated York Suburban 3-1. Now it's time to crown another championship here in the 3A as Landisville Hempfield takes on the North Allegheny Tigers. Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Lee Moan. Randy Gore will be joining me shortly here at State College. Landisville Hempfield coming in with a record of 21-1 overall. They are the third place team from District 3. Landisville Hempfield beaten Cumberland Valley, the defending state champion, in 5 sets, 25-23 in the first 2 sets, and dropped the next 2 sets 15-25, 22-25, and then winning the final set 15-10. North Allegheny, they've been ranked number 1 the whole way all year long. They have not lost a set this year. They have been just absolutely fantastic. They swept Central York in the first round, beat State College in the second round, and then beat one of their rivals in District 7, Butler Golden Tornado. Actually, they beat them 3-0, and they are here to face the Hempfield Spartans, or Hempfield Knights, here in the 3A championship today. Coach Dan Long for the North Allegheny Tigers just doing a fantastic job in his 4th year. Overall career record of 58-10. He's replaced the great job for Dan Shaw, who was here for many, many years. Tigers been just on a roll all year long. Landisville Hempfield, again, coming in with that record of 21-1, finished in the third place. Lost to NA back in 2018 in that first championship there. They're vying for their first title since 2016. They beat Penn Manor in District 3 playoffs as the number 2 seed, and they beat Springfield Grove in the first round and beat Central York in the quarters. Lost this to Cumberland Valley. As you can take a look at the state volleyball brackets here in the quarterfinals. As you can see, State College losing to North Allegheny, and then Hempfield with that big victory over the defending state champion Cumberland Valley to make it here to the finals. North Allegheny in the finals last year, but was defeated by Cumberland Valley. So this team has been on a mission all year long. So we're going to take one quick break here, then we'll be back with our starting introductions here from Penn State University. You're watching live the 3A Volleyball Championships, only here in the NFHS Network.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Valley View Farm is the perfect venue for your wedding day. A rustic 1900s barn settled cozily among the rolling hills of Greene County, Valley View Farm provides a warm and welcome atmosphere. Weddings are the specialty, but Valley View is available to book for any event, and the barn is equipped with full heating and air conditioning to allow for year-round bookings. Wedding packages include a house DJ and a wedding coordinator, plus a staff that will take care of every need on your big day. To schedule a free tour, call 724-833-6426, valleyviewfarmvenue.com.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small-town charm meets wide-open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
And welcome back here, getting ready for today's introductions between the Landisville Hempfield Knights and the North Allegheny Tigers as they play a great tribute video here at State College, outline the year that they've had and the path that they got here. So we're going to turn things over to our PA announcer right now for today's starting lineups here from University Park here at Recreation Hall on the campus of Penn State.
Black Knights enter today's match with a record of 21-1. And middle, a 6'4" senior, number 2, Chase Crawford. And outside, a 6'3" senior, number 5, George. And middle, a 6'3" senior, number 17, Spencer Troy. The center, a 6'1" senior, number 21, Marcel. And outside, a 6'4" senior, number 29, Cameron Crawford. And opposite, a 6'5" senior, number 31, Mason Poe. And number 5'10" senior, number 22, Ethan Ashcroft. The assistant coach for the Black Knights are Jerry Baranowski, Brady Vaughn, and Karen Hunter, representing coach by the Black Knights, Kenny Iser. And now the home team of North Allegheny. With a record of 19-0. And opposite, a 6'2" senior, number 2, Nathan Miller. And outside, a 6'4" senior, number 8, Brendan Rowe. At middle, a 6'1" sophomore, number 9, Ethan Palmer. And outside, a 6'2" senior, number 14, Boyle Robertson. The center, a 5'11" senior, number 43, Elliot Suzuki. At middle, a 6'7" senior, number 77, Peter and the winner, a 6' senior, number 1, Evan Morris. The assistant coaches for the Tigers are Tim Burridge, Drew Hookers, Chris Ronnie, and Mike Fisher, and the head coach of the North Allegheny Tigers, Dan Hall. Chris Williams and Sean Nixon, 3A, R1 and R2, Williams, Kowalski, and Jones McCall. Fans, at this time, we ask you please rise as you are able under with your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Just about set to get this one started, the Class 3A Boys Volleyball Championship. I'm Randy Gore along with Lee Moan. Lee, thank you for covering for me from the outset of the broadcast, but we're ready to rock in this one. Two very traditional powerhouse teams in Class 3A Boys Volleyball. North Allegheny undefeated at 16-0. They have not lost a set all season. Back-to-back WPIAL champions. Their last loss was in the state championship last year, and that has been a driving force for this North Allegheny team here in 2026. Landisville Hempfield, the Black Knights, 21-1 overall. They were third place out of District 3, the Lancaster Lebanon League champions, but they atoned for their lone loss, which was to Cumberland Valley in the district semifinals by beating Cumberland Valley in the PIAA semifinals in a 5-set thriller, 3-2. They won the first 2 sets, then dropped the next 2, but outlasted CV in the 5th. As we talk about traditions, North Allegheny has that tradition with the huddle
and the dance.
And Landisville Hempfield, which we'll talk about with the Hawaiian Lays that started with the team. Now the crowd is adorned with them, the fan base. But this is going to be a fun one here in Class 3A. Again, 2 very traditional programs, and they'll do battle here for the 3A championship.
Yeah, it should be a fun one for sure between both these schools. And I mentioned earlier before you went on, rematch of 2018, this championship match that Hempfield lost and North Allegheny won.
That's the first meeting for NA in Hempfield since 2019 in the first round en route to a state title for NA that year, but they met in the 2018 state championship, to your point, Lee. NA won that one 3-0, and that's the last time Hempfield has been here. A guy named Canyon Tuman led NA in kills that night with 16 kills. He later played at Penn State.
Had a few kills here.
And we're off and running here in Class 3A. Big swing from the left and kill for Hempfield. It's Cam Crawford, 1-0 Black Knights.
As we saw in the 2A first match here on NFHS, it's very important. On paper, North Allegheny the favorite here today, as was Meadville. So very important for the Knights to get off to a quick start here.
And Crawford, who just had the kill moments ago, will serve now. 207 kills on the season for Cam Crawford, and his serve goes unreturned. 2-0 Black Knights.
Yeah, very senior-laden group for both these squads.
Indeed. There are a ton of seniors on both sides. 7 for the Black Knights, 10 for North Allegheny. And Crawford is one of them. He and Chase Crawford are twins and standouts on this Hempfield team. There's a kill for North Allegheny, one of their standouts, in Will Robertson. 2-1 Tigers on the board, trailing by 1. Robertson will attend Penn State University next year. And his younger sister Molly will play volleyball at Penn State in a couple of years. She's a junior, will be a rising senior going into next season. The Tigers with the serve by Robertson. And a point in the middle, kill for Chase Crawford. There's the other twin. Chase Crawford makes it 3-1 Hempfield.
Yeah, good job hitting that ball on the way up, putting it down through the block. So a good start here for the Knights.
Great to have you with us here today on the NFHS Network. Is Brendan Moore, big swing but out of bounds on the near side. Hempfield now with a 4-1 lead.
And I already made the mistake once of calling Hempfield the Spartans, but so I'm not doing it again. So,
well, the Hempfield Spartans won in softball yesterday.
6A championship.
Now, if your name's Hempfield, you're probably good at sports.
Yeah.
Or at least dominated in one particular sport. Certainly Hempfield out of District 7, excellent in softball. Here's a back set to May, who's blocked. Denial by George Agatis, the Lebanon League MVP. 5-1 Hempfield.
Exactly what you want if you're a Knight right now. This great start.
Agatis, also first team All-League, first team All-District in District 3. Service error by Chase Crawford.
Yeah, went for the lob serve that time.
Tigers trailed 5-2.
Peter Bradage going to step in now for the first time tonight. Bradage is a 6'7", first-team All-WPL player.
Two-time All-State pick as well as a sophomore and junior. Likely to be additionally this year as a senior. Same for Will Robertson. There's a kill in the right back. Georgia Gaddis with a rifle shot. 6'2", Hempfield in set one.
They go right down the line there.
Hempfield serving left to right from our broadcast perspective. North Allegheny right to left. Hempfield, both teams in black. Hempfield with the red numerals and lettering. North Allegheny the white. Set left. Brendan Moore cross court at a kill. Cuts the deficit to 6-3 for the Tigers.
They had the opening there. Only one blocker going up, and that was, Boyro, excuse me.
Brendan Moore, first team All-WPIAL this year, as Nathan May serves, the Penn State Barron commit. Right side, Gaddis. Robertson will try to chase it down, but that one well struck by Georgia Gaddis, who's got the hot hand early. 7-3, Hempfield.
How about a 9.3 in the slide by Robertson the whole way in the back? Like he was on a slip and slide going for that. Good effort. Yeah, a lot of room.
Gaddis, the team leader in kills with 373 coming in, already with 3 of them in this contest. Tip by Moore, played by Boyro. Right side swing, blocked by Moore, but out of bounds. Kill for Mason Kohler. And Hempfield builds its lead now to 8-3.
Yeah, you mentioned they haven't met a lot in regular season play, but a lot in tournaments over the years, because both these schools have attended that Central York tournament, the NA Invitational, and all the other tournaments around Pennsylvania.
Tip by Bradich, that's blocked in the middle. Robertson from the back row. Handled by Boyro, left side, and that's long for Chase Crawford. Or Cam Crawford, rather.
Yeah, you have to look at the numbers with them.
From the back row, from the service line, I should say, and that just long.
Wow.
9-4 Hempfield.
That's why the linesman is on the line. Looked pretty good from up here, but nonetheless.
Set left. Robertson cranks up the cannon. And close to the net. Good job by Boyro. And there's a kill for Cam Crawford.
Very good job by Boyro there. That looked like that's going to go over the net, but he's able to keep it on the Knight side of the net as North Allegheny calls their first time out. The Knights are wound up as they should.
Indeed, they are off to a terrific start. The Landisville Hempfield Black Knights. And they came into this state championship with wins against Emmaus in the first round of the state tournament, 3-1. Beat Central Dauphin in the quarterfinals, 3-1, and then atoned for their only loss of the year that occurred in the District 3 playoffs, beating Cumberland Valley in the state semis, 3-2. And winners of 10 PIAA titles, Hempfield, the most of any boys volleyball program. North Allegheny has 9. If the Tigers can win today, they would then tie Landisville Hempfield for the most state championships in the sport.
Yeah, one of the storylines here, amongst many storylines, but that's a big one right there. 2 very, very successful programs over the last this century, in many ways. So it's been fun to watch.
North Allegheny has won the WPIAL not only 3 or back-to-back years, but 15 of the last 19 seasons, and appearing in the state title match for a record 21st time. Peter Bradich out of the timeout with a kill, and the Tigers respond trailing 10-5 in set 1.
Ethan Palmer has been very steady during these state playoffs, checking in for North Allegheny in the front line.
North Allegheny also in the championship match for the 7th time in the last 9 seasons. Big swing and kill from the right. It's Mason Kohler.
Boy, great back set there. Kohler makes him pay.
Kohler, much like Robertson, will attend Penn State next year. Member of the National Honor Society at Landisville, Hempfield. First team All-League, second team All-District, but a service error by Kohler helps North Allegheny out, who trails 11-6 in set one.
Haley Swarzinski checking in the serve. He's the other setter on this North Allegheny team, along with Fela.
And Swarzinski over 1,000 career assists. Serve is long. 12-6 Hempfield.
We saw this in the first match today. Meadville came out a slow start, some uncurious errors. North Allegheny right now the same.
And Meadville ultimately able to right the ship after dropping the first set, won the next three to win the 2A title. And much like North Allegheny, as that swing by Robertson is long, 13-6. Their loss in last year's 2A championship was the motivating factor. North Allegheny falling in the 3A title tilt last year. The senior group, as there's Nathan May with a blistering shot. 13-7, North Allegheny down by 6.
Yeah, nice back set there, right at May's wheelhouse.
This North Allegheny senior class, they have played together since they were in 7th grade. Robertson serving, and a good one. Nice recovery there by Chase Crawford. Eventually tipped across. There's Palmer, diving dig with the right hand. The pancake effort by the Hempfield libero, but he can't stop that one from Palmer. Great initial effort there by Ethan Ashba, but it's 13-8.
Yeah, couldn't get to the second one. Nice job on the first one, but the second one just goes by him.
North Allegheny trailing 13-8, trying to get on a run here as Robertson serves it up with that great top spin. From the left to Gaddis, dig by Emmett Morris. Robertson up to Moore and tips. Overpass, Nathan May takes care of that. 13-9, North Allegheny down by 4.
Yeah, take advantage of the overpass, but great dig there by Morris.
3-0 run for North Allegheny. And Boyro to a Gaddis, and that's off of May, and it falls inbounds on the NA side of the floor. Hempfield responds for a 14-9 advantage.
Yeah, May wants that one back. He thought he should have had that clean block, but fell on the NA side.
Gaddis 3 kills now in set 1 along with a block. Served by Chase Crawford. Back set to May. Low for that one is Kohler. Back to a Gaddis. Moore handles. Set goes back to Moore, and that off the net goes across the court but out of bounds. Never touched by the Black Knights, who smartly let it go by. 15-9 Hempfield.
They put up a nice block there, and so Moore tried to go around that, try to go cross court and tip the net.
Chase Crawford puts it in play. Ethan Palmer handled by Hempfield. Lobbed over by Gaddis. Robertson along the center back. And Nathan May, the southpaw, comes through for the kill. 15-10, North Allegheny down by 5.
Boy, the lefty off to a great start here for the Tigers.
Ethan Morris, he will attend Penn State, as we are here at State College today. That one goes in the right back. Bullseye for Mason Kohler.
Look good from up here. Catching that corner.
16-10 Hempfield. Served by Boyro, the great setter for Hempfield. Bradich blocked on the first try out of the middle. Now May, diving effort on the dig by Cam Bechtel, and kill for Mason Kohler. 17-10 Hempfield. And for Marcel Boyro, he's a SUNY New Paltz commit, which plays Division III in the United Volleyball Conference. And that is a national powerhouse. They're a two-time Division III national championship program in 2016 and 2019. That's where Boyro will play next year as he'll set this one up. And good for a kill. It's Kohler again. 18-10 Hempfield, and a timeout called by Dan Long, head coach of North Allegheny.
Yeah, I was waiting for that timeout a couple points ago, but Long tried to let him play through it. Now, got the 8-point deficit right now, so a chance for them to slow things down a little bit right now. Hempfield off to this great start.
Well, talking about Marcel Boyro, mentioned where he's going to play. Well, this year, he was out. He missed 3/4 of the year due to a shattered pinky and returned in early May. And that's been a huge boost for this Hempfield program. Is you get a guy like that back, it's like a free agent pickup at the trade deadline or something like that in baseball, right? You make that big trade. Well, this isn't a trade. It's just a guy who's been hurt the whole year. Came back again in early May, and Coach Kenny Iser said he's hoping the team is really hitting its stride now with Boyro back, and it certainly seems that way. Cam Bechtel was the player that was the fill-in setter during the first 2 months, and he is now the top defensive player off the bench with Boyro back. You can see that where the shattered pinky, you can see the tape on the right hand there. And so still dealing with that to some degree.
But playing through it.
And playing well.
Yeah.
And so is Hempfield right now, leading 18-10. North Allegheny has expended both of its timeouts in the first set, and the Hempfield crowd cranking the decibel level at the moment. Peter Bradich with a tomahawk chop. 18-11, North Allegheny down by 7.
A long road to climb right now. See if the Tigers can get a few points together.
Here's May. Service there. 19-11 Hempfield.
Again, mentioned when we came on the air, Tigers have not lost a set all year long.
Right now, Hempfield in control of set 1, 19-11.
Very much in control.
Served by George Agatis. That's a service there. Going long, 19-12. Lead is 7 for the Black Knights.
Boy, very quiet in the gym when both teams are serving. You can tell graduation's hit.
Service air. Another one, this time by Brendan Moore. 20-12, Hempfield.
Don't blame me. I haven't said anything.
Not in this match or this broadcast. Served by Ashba. Robertson, big swing toward the left back. Dug up by Agatis. Third hit. It's back to Agatis and lobbed across. Morris to Fela. And now Bradich. Diving play by Agatis on the dig. And power tip for Kohler. Hempfield in control. 21-12 in set 1.
Yeah, Bradich just didn't get all of that. It's a great back set there. A one-handed back set by the Knights. Playing well.
Contributions across the board. Swing is long. Tigers want fingertips.
Not getting it.
Well, it looks like the back linesman wanted to go that way, and the Tigers were pointing that out, but the R1 says out, and it will stay that way. 22-12. Robertson over. Set left. Sent across by Cam Crawford, and the tip is denied. Chase Crawford, who has the team lead in blocks with 88 coming in for Hempfield.
Well, Hempfield making North Allegheny look human right now.
And an ace. This one for Ethan Ashba. 24-12, Hempfield. All Hempfield. North Allegheny, you can tell from the body language, they can't get this set over with. Just move on to set 2. Setter dumped by Fela. Hempfield handles. And killed by Kohler to finish. 25-12, Hempfield with an emphatic start to the day with a set 1 victory. Back with set 2 in just a moment here with the Class 3A State Championship from Rec Hall at Penn State University on the NFHS Network.
It's your weekly trip. It's our everyday low price. It's one of 37 things on your list and one of 10,000 items we've marked down. It's feeding them balanced meals and helping you balance your budget. At Wise Markets, we know you keep a close eye on every price. And so do we. Our low price promise helps you save throughout the store without waiting for a sale. So that you can eat better, we help you spend less. That's Wise.
When you fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, nonstop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights.
Whoa!
More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once, so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
Be prepared with CHIP, free or low-cost healthcare for Pennsylvania kids and teens. From checkups to unexpected bumps and bruises and everything in between, CHIP has you covered. Don't wait until you need it. Be prepared with CHIP. Because every kid deserves quality healthcare and every parent deserves peace of mind knowing their kids are covered. CHIP. Free or low-cost healthcare for kids and teens under age 19. Learn more at chipcoverspakids.com.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Meet Hometown, your flexible, user-friendly digital platform built for schools and communities. So your students and supporters can easily buy tickets online, add them to their wallet, and quickly scan for entry. Streamlining event management and boosting revenue with customizable seat maps, season passes, and live reporting. Get started and make us part of your hometown today.
Set 1 in the books in the 3A championship, and the Landisville Hempfield fans enjoying set 1 big time. 25-12 going to the Black Knights. And the Hempfield program, since the Lebanon League playoffs, or the Lancaster Lebanon League playoffs, Mason Kohler, who had 5 kills in set 1, he started wearing a lei. And then for the Lancaster Lebanon League championship, the rest of the team wore leis. Then for the District 3 championship, all the parents started wearing leis. And so Kohler says that, wearing the Hawaiian lei is a sign of positivity and good energy. And, well, there is a lot of good energy for Hempfield in set 1.
Whatever works, and so far that's been working. So I love it when something catches on like that, so making them feel at ease, and they've been playing very, very well since those playoffs. So it's neat that the parents and the community catches on to that, and it creates a fun atmosphere for sure. You can see the majority of the parents and fans, and you can see other people. We actually saw a couple of the players with the skirts going on in the playoffs. I mean, in the warm-ups here earlier on. So always fun to see that.
Ready to do the hula, if you will, after set 1. Well, it is a long match, right? You got to win 3. And if you're North Allegheny, in contrast, that was about as poor a start as you could have, right? But you got to wash it off and move on to set 2. The good news is set 2 starts 0-0.
Yeah, naturally. I mean, definitely their worst set of the year. You can say that because they
haven't lost the set all year. Yeah.
But that extreme, though, I mean, give credit to the Knights. I mean, they very, very few mistakes in that first set. They scouted well and had a plan. That game plan worked in set 1. Let's see if they can continue it.
These teams met in the State College tournament. In the championship of that tournament, North Allegheny won in the singles set for the final, 25-22. It was a set that was tied 19-19 before the Tigers prevailed. We're underway in set 2. And Fela back set to Bradich on the slide, and that's the way you want to start if you're the Tigers, 1-0 NA.
Yeah, nice slide play there, back set by Fela. Best hit of the day right there by Bradich.
Peter Bradich, first team all WPIAL this year, and the serve.
The ace
is unreturned. The ace for Brendan Moore.
Yeah, Ashby gutted it into the air, but it was the overpass and landed out of bounds.
Brendan Moore, he'll be attending Penn State and playing club volleyball when he gets here. Service air puts Hempfield on the board, trailing 2-1. There are a lot of North Allegheny players that will spend the next 4 years right here at State College, Happy Valley.
And eating a lot of ice cream down at the creamery.
I would be. Served by Chase Crawford. Fela set left for Will Robertson. And a kill for Robertson. 3-1 North Allegheny.
Well, I know when students get toured up here, when they're looking to maybe come to Penn State and they take a tour to place, they do take them to the creamery as part of the tour. So
now in to serve is Josh Cho, sophomore setter. Hempfield from the middle, and running out of room on the near side was Nicholas DePrado, trying to chase it down, but point to the Black Knights, who trail now 3-2.
Yeah, he was ready to dive over that padding there, press area.
Press row at Rec Hall. Served by Boyro with the right hand. Fela set left for Robertson, and kill. That one ricochets up into the crowd, front row. 4-2 North Allegheny.
Yeah, I don't know if he tried to get that dig or... Yeah, he did. Thought maybe might have went out of bounds, but no. That was a good decision trying to hit that ball, but just too much velocity there.
Elliot Swarzinski will serve. Swarzinski, the team leader for North Allegheny in aces with 39. Good pass. Tipped by Kohler. Diving play by Morris. Robertson from the left. He tips. Boyro gets to it. Up to Agatis. And center back played by Moore. Set will go back to Moore, and that's long. 4-3. Hempfield down by 1. We're in set 2. Set 1 was won in a landslide by Hempfield, 25-12. Hempfield, the District 3 third place finisher, losing in the semis to Cumberland Valley, but beat Cumberland Valley in the state semifinals. Lob by Boyro and over. Morris digs. Swarzinski to Palmer. He's blocked. The stuff by Spencer Troyer. We're tied up 4-4.
Yep, right there. Troyer right in the middle there.
Troyer, his older brother, is a rising junior guard for the York College men's basketball team. Service air for Agatis. And to tie that in between Hempfield and North Allegheny, so Troyer's older brother, Ben, at York College, he is a teammate of North Allegheny's Anthony Sayati. So both will be rising juniors next year. Sayati, former point guard at NA. Kill for Agatis from the back row, and Hempfield is tied at 5-5.
We use that term gliding through the air. Well, that's what Agatis just did there.
Agatis, the Lancaster Lebanon League MVP, first team all districts, and a versatile attacker. Great serve as well. Swarzinski set in the middle for Palmer. Off the block, but still alive. And that off the antenna for Cam Crawford. Tigers regain the lead 6-5.
Bradish will check back in.
Served by Emmett Morris. Boyro to the left, and Crawford sends it long this time. Cam Crawford, and it's 7-5 NA.
So the Knights showing that they're a little human right now, finally. Yeah, they played a terrific first set. Now, a couple of mistakes here in set number 2.
Momentum can be funny sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
On another tough swing for Cam Crawford. 8-5 NA as he was lined up on the left side and just drove it right into the net.
Well, we were just talking to one of the newspaper reporters about that, saying how there's that momentum plays such a big factor in volleyball.
Served by Morris. Near overpass. Great save by Boyro, but May with an initial block. Now from the back row, it's Robertson. Dig by Ashba from the middle. Chase Crawford, good low dig by Robertson. Nathan May crushes it in the middle. The NA Southpaw, 9-5 Tigers, and there's a timeout for Hempfield.
Yes,
but that's the thing, Lee. You're talking about the momentum.
Yeah.
Set one is, it's great if you're Hempfield, but there's still two more to go get. And
those are the tougher ones.
We've seen enough volleyball over the years to know that set one is, important, but obviously it's just the table set. It's the hors d'oeuvres, if you will. You need to keep through all the way to the full course, all the way through dessert.
Yeah, and Nathan May really making his presence felt here on that far side of the net where we're sitting. So really playing well, Nathan May. Good job there by Robertson getting that dig out of the back line. So Tigers a little bit looser here in this second set. Maybe came out a little tight in that first set, but we're a little looser. Coach Long, whatever he said during that huddle, working so far.
Dan Long in his fourth year as head coach of the NA Tigers. Led the team to back-to-back WPIAL titles last year. This year is a repeat performance. Trying to win his first state title as head coach. Has been a part of many state titles as an assistant under Dan Shaw. Block, but is it out? No, it's in. Denial. I believe that was Chase Crawford.
Take a look at the replay here.
And out of the timeout, 9-6, Hempfield battles back. Swarzinski to Moore in the middle. There's a kill for Brendan Moore, 10-6 North Allegheny.
Yeah, Moore had a huge game against, I believe it was against State College. Of course, there's so many contributors to this North Allegheny team.
Now it's May who's been very good so far in this one. From the back row, Agatis. Morris leaping play to get to it. Robertson. Good dig by Ashba. Agatis, and that might have been going out, but Robertson makes contact with it, and Agatis for the kill. 10-7, Hempfield trails by 3.
Agatis has a strong right arm, my friends. He can flat out hit a volleyball.
Outstanding senior outside hitter, Agatis. His parents, George and Dina, own the Brickerville House restaurant in Lidditz, PA. Power tip by Moore gets that one through Boyro, and it's 11-7 North Allegheny. So I have never been to that area of Pennsylvania, but have you?
I believe you have. I believe we did a broadcast from out there.
Oh, is that right? Well, I know I didn't go to the Brickerville
No, we
house.
didn't go to Brickerville, but we drove through Lidditz for one of our North Allegheny. I want to say, no, I'll let it go there. That ball goes wide.
Agatis sends it wide. Tigers extend the lead 12-7. Yeah, nonetheless, I want to try the restaurant. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I definitely want to.
I hear good things.
Yes.
12-7 NA in set 2. Boyro up to Kohler off the block. Oh, and a nice tip adjustment, but it goes out of bounds, however, for Fela. 4-point lead for NA, 12-8. Hempfield will serve. Chase Crawford, along with 88 blocks to lead the team, 143 kills this year, coming in, and a service error. 13-8. North Allegheny gets the point right back.
Very important there to get that point back.
Josh Cho, the sophomore, serves. Back set. And kill for Kohler. Boyro so good with that back set. Yeah. 13-9. Hempfield trails by 4. Marcel Boyro. A good serve. Better pass there from DePrado to get it started, and it finishes with a Will Robertson kill. 14-9 North Allegheny. Elliot Swarzinski returns.
See if he can get one of these serves in.
He has a great sinker, if you will, Elliot Swarzinski. There it is, played by Agatis. Boyro. And that one goes right on by, sails over Spencer Troyer, who took a swing but whiffed, and it's out of bounds.
The Tigers in control here in set number 2.
Leading 15-9 North Allegheny after falling in the first set, 25-12 to Hempfield. Class 3A state championship from Rec Hall at State College. Left side, May blocking in. Point North Allegheny. Boy, you were right on, Lee, about May. He even in the bad first set for North Allegheny, he was kind of the bright spot there, and he has continued to shine.
Continuing, yeah. Yeah, from that far side, he's been just a staple right now.
16-9 North Allegheny in the second set. Swarzinski serves again. That one long. Good run of points, though, with Swarzinski serving. 16-10, Tigers lead trimmed to 6.
And by the way, Warwick High School in Lititz, PA.
So Warwick, yes, you're right. We've been to Warwick before for volleyball, in fact. Power tip by Robertson. Nice diving play in the middle by Ethan Ashba. Agatis, strong swing, but long. North Allegheny leads 17-10.
Yeah, Gaddis right there, but unfortunately hit it long for the Knights.
Robertson, good serve. Agatis on the pass. Back set to Kohler. Diving play, Morris gets a right hand on it. Up to Moore from the left side. That swing is long.
Yeah, what a dig by Morris. One of the better liberos in the state. We saw a couple pretty good liberos in the 2A match.
Serve Ashba. Set goes to May, and he's blocked.
May finally denied.
Cam Crawford makes it 17-12. Tigers lead cut to 5.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing that here his first set and a half, but they finally had an answer for him that time.
Another serve by Ashba. Back row Robertson. Chased down on the hustling play by Cam Crawford, but then Agatis with a misfire. 18-12 North Allegheny.
A break for North Allegheny as Bradich checks back in.
Serve by Morris. Set left goes to Cam Crawford. Kill. 18-13.
Yeah, kills it. Crawford in those semifinals, 20 kills out of 27 swings.
That's super efficient.
Yeah.
Back set to May. And kills. It ricochets into the seats.
And a souvenir. Unfortunately, they have to throw the ball back, but still, May with yet another kill in that same spot.
Couple of kills and a block in this set. And he'll try his hand at serving. Handled by Cam Crawford. Up to Chase Crawford from Boyro. Tigers now to the left. Brendan Moore blocked. Boyro with the denial.
Boyro had 4 blocks in the semis.
Served by Cam Crawford. Bradich blocked. That Boyro again, I believe it was.
I believe it was too. Take a look at the replay.
Hempfield rallying back.
Yeah. Yep, boy row again.
Cam Crawford on the serve. Tigers trying to lob it on the third hit, but double contact, the call goes against the Tigers, and Dan Long wants a timeout. So North Allegheny had built a 7-point lead at 16-9 and 17-10, but inching back, Hempfield trails by only 3 now, 19-16.
Yeah, looked like they were in a cruise here through this second set, but Knights have other plans here. So good response here by the Knights, and Coach Long tries to stop this momentum.
Landisville Hempfield head coach Kenny Iser in his 5th season. Grew up in Bucks County, played at Central Bucks West High School. 2-time first-team All-District pick during his playing days and second-team All-State in 2000. He played in college at Juniata. He lettered all 4 years and led Juniata to the 2004 National Championship. And not only that, he was the Division III National Player of the Year, was Coach Iser. And he has a couple of kids in the district. His daughter Madison right now is a rising junior girls volleyball player at Hempfield, and she was named first team All-Lebanon, All-Lancaster Lebanon League this past fall. The girls program was the District 3 runner-up and a PIAA quarterfinalist. So Coach Iser, obviously the bloodlines run strong there, and I'm sure his daughter and his son, who's a little younger, Mason, they'll be great volleyball players in their day as well.
Yeah, North Allegheny girls program, very familiar with the Black Knights.
Yeah, in fact, Hempfield, both of those girls' programs projected to be 2 of the top in the state next year. So this could be a matchup on the girls' side coming up. Agatis out of the NA timeout with a kill, and Hempfield has crept back to within 2, 19-17.
Again, Gaddis.
Serve Cam Crawford. Played by DePrado. Back set slide. Bradich blocked by Gaddis. Well read. Back to Bradich, though. In the middle. Chase Crawford sends it high. Fela to Morris. Robertson from the back row and kill off the middle block attempt of Chase Crawford, but couldn't handle it. NA leads 20-17.
Okay. The R1 pointed the wrong way. It's like, wait a minute. Yeah, interesting decision. I thought maybe they were going to go, Bradich was going to go for that kill in that overpass, but Fela chose to just calm things down, set up the play.
Brendan Moore serving. Just long. 20-18.
Boy, how tight that was.
Sean McSwiggan, the back linesman, right there for it to make the call. R1 is William Slavosky. Your R2 is Joan Pacola, excuse me. The other linesman, Deb McSwiggan. Kill Bradich. Tigers 21-18.
Yeah, same 4 referees that they were in the 2A, just reverse roles.
North Allegheny faithful. A little bit on pins and needles after the set 1 loss.
Yeah.
But leading right now is North Allegheny in set 2, 21-18. You have some perspiration being mopped up on the floor on the Hempfield side.
Yeah, we saw that in the first game too, where York Suburban was having problems on that side with the perspiration.
Did they have the official mopper though?
They did not.
I don't know if he has an official title.
No.
Other than official mopper.
Yeah.
I just gave it to him.
The OM.
There's a big swing and kill. It's Mason Kohler from the right side. And now 21-19. Back to a 2-point game. NA's lead trimmed. Kohler had 5 kills in the first set. Up to 7 now total. Ethan Palmer for a kill. North Allegheny 22-19.
Yeah, there's his first one of the day. Very big time to have that.
Fela checks out, as well as DePrado. May back in, and Swarzinski will serve. Great to have you with us today. NFHS Network. I'm Randy Gore along with Lee Moan. Nate Regani, our producer. Swarzinski, serve overpass. May delivers. He just takes care of business at the net, 23-19, North Allegheny.
And timeout here taken by the Knights. Yeah, good. May, the eyes lit up. You can see that overpass coming. He just get that big paw out there, tap it down. Tigers 2 points away from evening this thing up.
North Allegheny winners of 16 in a row since last year's state championship defeat. And that coming at the hands of Cumberland Valley. North Allegheny trying to win a state championship for the 10th time. That would tie Landisville Hempfield that ranks number 1 with 10 state championships. NA, Haverford, and Northeastern all currently tied for second with 9 PIAA titles. And North Allegheny in the preseason, just before the regular season started, traveled to Austin, Texas to take part in the second annual First Point National High School Invitational and took third place out of that invite, went 5-1 in a national 16-team field.
Yeah, pretty good preseason, to say the least. That's why you hear that 15-0 record. You know, it's a little deceiving because they played in a lot of tournaments.
Well, and there was a question actually to me that really only 16 matches, right? And that includes the postseason. Service error by Swarzinski. And, you know, part of the reason for that is NA already plays in one of the toughest, if not the toughest sections in 3A in the WPIAL, if not the state.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they're already battle tested from their own section. So in order to keep up that top competition, you play at these tournaments where you face the likes of a Landisville Hempfield. Robertson kill in response. 24-20, North Allegheny a point away from winning set 2.
Boy, how about the pass by Brendan Moore and a wicked serve. Moore was able to handle that. Now set point here for the Tigers.
Will Robertson, the senior, 1,000 career kills with an ace to finish set 2. Will Robertson with his 39th ace of the year, and North Allegheny claims a set 2 win, 25-20. We're even in the match score now, 1 apiece. On to set 3 we go in the Class 3A Boys Volleyball State Championship on the NFHS Network.
From coast to coast and every state between, X marks the spot as Max Preps is your source for everything high school sports. From schedules, roster, stats, live scores, video highlights, photos, playoff brackets, to award programs that recognize the hard-working athletes across the country. Max Preps gives you access to every team, every game, and every player. Get in the know today by downloading the Max Preps app, available in both the iTunes and Google Play Store. Or visit maxpreps.com, America's source for high school sports.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Big Ten Plus. Get 3 months of Big Ten Plus for only $4.99 per month. Scan the QR code or go to big10plus.com and enter NFHS when selecting a monthly pass at checkout.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
State championship in Class 3A, and the match score tied 1-1. Hempfield ran away with set 1, 25-12. North Allegheny had control much of the way in set 2 and claimed a 25-20 victory. Want to send a shout out to Kermit Hauser, tuned in poolside, along with MC and Ella listening. Ella is 8, and obviously a student at North Allegheny, but Kermit is the director of finance at North Allegheny, former boys volleyball player under Bob Miller back when he played.
Wow.
And if you know anything about North Allegheny volleyball, and if you don't, we'll tell you a little bit more about it since we're at the state championship. Bob Miller is basically the forefather of North Allegheny volleyball on the boys and girls side. And it all starts with him with all the NA success. 24 WPIAL titles, 9 state titles. The 24 Whitfield titles is a league record out of District 7. And that was followed by Dan Shaw, who has now turned over the reins to Dan Long. Dan Shaw, speaking of which, his son Charlie Shaw, a sophomore on this team, and his other boys have played at North Allegheny. Caleb Shaw, of course, was a setter on the last state title team back in 2022 here for NA. And not only that, Caleb led the Penn State club volleyball team to a national championship. And Dan Shaw, he coached for 20 years here at NA, amassing 365 wins to just 36 losses, 15 WPIAL titles, and 5 state crowns. And Dan Long, who's now NA's head coach, he was a big part of that as both a player and assistant coach under Dan Shaw now, again, as I said, having taken over, trying to add a state championship to his head coaching resume now here today. But we're underway in set 3, as again, we're even in the match score 1-1. Fela, set, middle, Bradich off the block. From the back row, Agatis, that's off the NA center block attempt, or middle block attempt, and the point will go to Hempfield, leading 1-0.
It was a violation on Hempfield, by the way. So the point will go towards the Tigers. I believe that went on Agatis.
Set left off the NA right side block attempt, but backed up on that swing by Cam Crawford. Moore the tip from the middle. Crawford again. Dig by Morris near the left back. Set left. Robertson. Diving play by the libero Ashba. Tip at the net. Tigers won a violation on Cam Crawford for over the net. Looks like the officiating crew going to discuss. Fela the setter pleading the point. Dan Long talking with the R2, Joan Pakala.
They're not discussing much.
No, they are not.
No, they're sold that they were 100% correct on the call.
So the score remains 1-1. Hempfield on the board. Pass Morris, set up to Robertson, block. Cam Crawford. Check that, Chase Crawford, my apologies. The other twin. 2-1 Hempfield.
Yeah, you better be careful there. Staring down the Tigers after that point.
Yeah, so I'll describe it this way. A little bit of moxie from Chase Crawford.
Yeah, that will draw the official a little bit, so just be careful. Understand you're happy. But
the enthusiasm, but
understand that.
And there's a kill for Chase Crawford.
And the Tigers react properly and not giving it back to him, because if that happens, that's when you got to step in as an official and just calm it down and just go play volleyball.
Match score even 1-1. Hempfield leads early in set 3, 3-1. Served by the other Crawford, that being Cam Crawford, and it's a service error. Tigers now trail 3-2. Served by Emmett Morris. Oh, almost. It is going to be misplayed by Agatis. Ends up being touched 3 times, but the third unplayable out of bounds. Point to the Tigers, who have tied it 3-3.
Yeah, Gaddis wants that one back.
Morris on the serve. And Boyro in the wheelhouse with the set to Chase Crawford. He's on fire to start set 3, 4-3 Hempfield. And it's Chase Crawford to serve. First team, all Lancaster Lebanon League. Second team, all District 3. Pass Robertson. Set goes left for Robertson, and that's long and no fingertips. It will be out of bounds. 5-3 Hempfield.
Again, if the Knights just Throw set 2 out.
Serve, Chase Crawford. Fela, set middle. Ethan Palmer, steady Eddie in this postseason. Tigers down by 1, 5-4.
Yeah, just doing all the little things is Palmer right from that middle spot. Taking advantage of his time on the court. And Nathan May checking back in.
As well as Elliot Swarzinski to serve. Swarzinski, who will attend Duquesne University and pursue a career in nursing, is served just long. Service air, 6-4 Hempfield. Elliot's younger brother, Gavin, also on this NA team. There's Boyro. Delivers the serve, played by Moore. Back set Swarzinski to Robertson. Tip, sliding play from his knees by Ashba. Big swing and kill from the right side. That hit at the right pin by Kohler, 7-4 Hempfield.
Yeah, I don't think the Tigers were expecting the back set there. Kohler hit that well. Nathan May went up for the block, but couldn't come up with it.
And that's what Hempfield can bring to you with Boyro back in the lineup because of that ability, the deception with the back set. Hit long for NA. It's now 8-4 Hempfield. We're in set 3. Match score tied 1-1. Boyro, float serve, played by Palmer. Swarzinski set middle. Palmer drives it wide on the near side.
And here comes the timeout.
9-4 Hempfield, timeout North Allegheny. Well, we mentioned earlier, and worth reiterating, Marcel Boyro, the senior setter, missed 3/4 of the year due to that shattered pinky that we discussed, returned in early May, and that's been such a big difference maker with his return. And obviously the job done by fill-in setter Cam Bechtel was formidable, but you get a guy like Boyro back who's headed to one of the national powers at the Division III level in SUNY New Paltz. That's a big returnee for Hempfield. And again, the deception with the back sets. He has North Allegheny off balance a bit.
Yeah, he's been playing very well, as his whole team has. But he said when you get setters are so important to volleyball, as is pitching and shortstop for baseball. But it's you have a great setter, you can do a lot of things, and right now they're doing all the little things right.
Yeah, the quarterback on the floor, if you will, as the Hempfield crowd getting fired up with the current 9-4 lead in set 3. Well, in Pittsburgh this weekend for the Pittsburgh Pirates, they call it the Bucko Luau. Well, it's a State College Luau today for Landisville Hempfield. But out of the timeout, North Allegheny responds tic-tac-toe to Will Robertson. 9-5 for the kill. Tigers down by 4.
Yeah, but the Hempfield fans are having a lot more fun than the Pirate fans right now.
Well, until the bullpen comes in, it's okay. The first 6 innings or so are fine.
Yeah.
Robertson serves. And that swing is wide for Agatis. Pleading for fingertips, won't get the call. 9-6, NA trails by 3.
Cam Crawford going to check back, or come out.
Nathan Manning going to check in for Hempfield for the first time today, as his older teammates direct him on where to go. Senior Layden Hempfield team. Manning a junior. Good serve by Robertson. Ashbrough on the pass. Power tip attempt. It's blocked but in by Nathan May. Give him the point. 7-9. NA's cut the deficit to 2.
Yeah, trying to go down that sideline. May right there.
3-0 run right now for North Allegheny. Robertson trying to keep it going. Agatis plays it high near the rafters. It's going to sail in. May let it drop. He thought it was going to fall out of bounds on the far side, but it stays just in bounds. Point to Hempfield, 10-7 Black Knights.
The ball maybe 30 feet in the air, almost hitting the rafters here, coming back down. Figured May was just going to hit it over, but I don't know if he knew it was going to be on his side of the net, so Knights get the point.
Overpass NA this time, and the tip is good for Kohler. Elliot Swarzinski pleading a net violation, as well as many of the NA fans and some of the NA alums that are here watching this one. Eli Braun in particular, but Swarzinski talking it over with the R1. Again, NA's plead goes unheard, if you will, and it's now 11-7 Hempfield.
You got to shake it off, forget about it, and go.
Dan Long telling his team to do just that. Agatis serves with a rifle shot. Morris off the overpass, diving play to get there. Block in the middle, May able to dig it up. Tipped across by Moore. Ashba handles, back to Agatis from the back row. Diving play, Morris on the dig. Power tip on the second hit by Nathan May. 11-8, NA down by 3.
Point Emmett Morris right there. Somehow handling that Gaddis serve, and then it's just a diving dig to keep that play alive.
Emmett Morris, first team All-Section, second team All-WPIAL. His mom, Colleen, a teacher at Carson Middle School. His father, David Morris, the NATV coordinator and a broadcasting and journalism teacher at the senior high school. Served by Josh Joe. And swing from the left side is way long for Cam Crawford. NA has cut it to a 2-point deficit, 11-9.
He's starting to creep back in here in set number 3.
Match score tied 1-1. Big swing, Kohler blocked by Bradich, but out of bounds on the near side. 12-9, Hempfield. Serve Ashba, handled by Robertson. Back set Swarzinski to May. Cross court and down for the point. May continues his terrific afternoon. Tigers down by 2, 12-10.
Yeah, he ate up Kohler that time. Yeah, Tigers need another piece to go to right now. May's been doing a lot of everything right now.
And blocked by Bradich. We also have net contact. This will go against Hempfield. North Allegheny will take the point, down by 1, 12-11.
I was ready for the Bronx cheer.
NA has not led in this set. They've been tied a couple of times early on. Nathan May served just long. Woo. Reaction from the NA crowd. They thought it was in for a point.
Yeah, I certainly did too. See if the replay can maybe check it out. Yeah.
That's about as close as you can get one way or the other. As the gunner, Bob Prince would say, by a gnat's eyelash. Block. Peter Bradich. Tigers trail by 1 again, 13-12.
That was definitely in. The block there by Bradich.
The big 6'7" middle hitter with the denial. Overpass, Robertson crushes it. We're tied now, 13-all.
Yeah, eyes light up there. Finally getting back to even are the Tigers.
Class 3A state championship, boys volleyball. Match score tied 1-1. Set 3 is now untied on the service error by Moore. Hempfield regains the lead, 14-13. Cam Crawford, 206 kills on the year entering the day. A senior outside hitter. Serve clips the tape from one knee, played by Morris. Left side swing and kill. Will Robertson evens things up at 14-all.
Set 3, so important. You don't want to fall down 2 sets to 1.
Third kill unofficially in this set for Robertson. Serve Morris. Left side, Agatis dig Morris, but over the net and out of bounds on the far side.
Yeah, Falish tried to save it, but little bit out of his reach.
So Gaddis, another big swing for him. Chase Crawford puts it in play and an ace for Chase. 16-14 Hempfield.
A good spot there. Coach Long's going to walk down to the end of the bench. Have a talk with Elliott Swerzinski and come back up here.
Off the serve by Chase Crawford. Robertson, big swing. Diving play Kohler. Even better diving effort to the near side by Cam Bechtel. Tigers, though, get the point. Fela surprising the Hempfield defense. 16-15.
Yeah,
NA down by 1.
Yeah, great effort. I thought maybe Phelan maybe over the net, but he was not. Barely staying on the side of the net as the OM comes out.
The setter dump there by Jackson Fela. Jackson's older sister Lee Fela, first team all-section girls lacrosse player at NA. And of course his dad Paul Fela, Hall of Fame quarterback from North Allegheny. Kill Agatis. 17-15 Hempfield. Now Paul Fela, WPIAL Hall of Fame quarterback, class of 91, led NA to a state title in 1990, also played Arena League and XFL football, and played baseball as well at Notre Dame and in the minors for the Anaheim Angels. Swing goes wide for Kohler. 17-16. Tigers continue to hover around this either tie score or 1-point deficit. Robertson serve, a good one. Ashba gets low for it on the pass. Big swing and kill. It's Kohler. 18-16, Hempfield.
Kohler's starting to heat up a little. So the Knights have some weapons. And look at it, Gaddis is serving.
Kohler, 4 kills in this set as Agatis puts it in play. Moore, pass, a good one. Power tip by Palmer, handled by Boyrow. For the back row, Agatis blocked by Palmer. Right side, and another block. This time it's Moore denying Kohler. 18-17, North Allegheny trails by 1.
Huge. And they're going to call a violation on the Tigers for something.
My. Check the score then. Make it 19-16.
Did not see what the violation was. Moore's asking too.
It was a late reaction by both teams. Even Landisville Hempfield was slow to celebrate the point, not realizing they had taken it.
And Moore's going to have to get back in that huddle. Try to forget about that point. Yeah, don't exactly know what happened. But that's a big turnaround, 2-point swing. The Tigers thinking they're only 1 down, and now they're 3 down here in set number 3. It's tied at 1.
And so close to that. A lot of times you look at point number 20 as a magic number of sorts, and North Allegheny down by 3 calling the TO.
Again, final spring sports season here, volleyball and lacrosse here in the PIAA.
Yeah, busy week this week. Baseball and softball. Lacrosse finals today, as well as, of course, boys volleyball that you're tuned in for right now. Meadville earlier today winning the Class AA championship. Dropped the first set and then won the next 3 against York Suburban. Right now, Landisville Hempfield leading set 3. Match scores tied 1-1. Tip by May, 19-17. North Allegheny trails by 2 again. Three kills in this set for May.
And Josh Cho coming in to serve.
Good serve by Cho. Ashba gets to it. And Cam Crawford, well, still alive there for NA. It's a good swing by Crawford. Tigers rally to it. Diving play now by Robertson. In the middle, Bradish sends it long. 20-17, Hempfield.
Boy, everyone was diving in that play.
What a fantastic volley.
Yeah, Bradish was a great dig. Hempfield on the other end with a great dig, with then Bradish just a miss hit.
Serve Ashba. Swarzinski back to Bradish, and he punishes the volleyball on that one. 20-18.
Make enough of that miss hit there. Well, they hit that magic number of 20, Randy, that you just informed the Knights, but Tigers need to battle back from it.
20-18, Hempfield in set 3. And Bradish with a block on Chase Crawford. Still alive, and then way long from Kohler near the exit door. 20-19. Hempfield's lead is just 1.
We can hear the thump of the volleyball bat, too.
Here's May. Serve clips the tape. Chase Crawford plays it. Boyro back to Chase Crawford. He tips it across. And Brendan Moore with a kill. Off the right side block attempt of Hempfield, and out of bounds. We're tied in set 3, 20-all.
Good effort for the Knights to try to keep it in, and now the Knights are going to call their first timeout here as we're tied at 20. What a battle here in set number 3. This has been all we expected here with North Allegheny Hempfield, and one of the two best of the states. You mentioned earlier Hempfield with the 10 state titles, NA with 9 state titles. And they've been putting on a great show here for these fans here at University Park.
Score right now at 20-20. It's the 5th tie of this 3rd set. But North Allegheny has not led in set 3 at any point. And Hempfield, in calling the timeout, they want to keep it that way, trying to regroup as NA has battled back to tie it. Last meeting in the playoffs was in 2019 between these two programs. North Allegheny defeated Hempfield in the state first round 3-1 en route to a state crown. And from 2014 through 2019, North Allegheny and Hempfield played 4 times in 6 years in the state playoffs, including 3 straight years from 2017 through 2019. State championship in 2018, North Allegheny won that one 3-0. And an ace out of the timeout goes to Nathan May. 21-20, North Allegheny.
Yeah, this went right through the hands of Crawford.
Not at all what Coach Iser was hoping for after calling the timeout.
That wasn't the hardest of serves. Cam Crawford just a miss hit.
May puts it in play again. Boyro back set. Kohler with a blistering shot. Tie score 21-all.
Well, which one hits it harder, Kohler or Gaddis? Rifle shots.
5 kills for Kohler, who will now serve. Kohler, who also is a golfer and wrestler at Hempfield.
That's a combo.
From the back row, a Gaddis kill hits the middle block of North Allegheny. Tigers pleading for a violation of some sort, but it's 22-21 Hempfield.
I think the referee pointed to the R1 pointed towards NA. And
that's
NA will get the point, yes.
Well, how about that? So he is, it's a violation over the net on Hempfield. 22-21 North Allegheny.
Yeah, the R1 overrule there.
He has the bird's eye view, of course. Brendan Moore serving. Played by Ashba, overpass, and it's blocked initially by Hempfield. Bradish tips it over. Joust temporarily won by Robertson. Set left, Cam Crawford long. North Allegheny leads 23-21.
And there's that momentum. All momentum on the Tigers side right now. And here comes the second timeout taken by the Knights. Yeah, that violation proven costly right now. Whatever that was, the R1 rolled. Tigers taking advantage, get 2 points or 2 points away now from set number 3. And taking a big 2-1 lead, but a lot to be determined yet.
So again, if you're just joining us, set 1 was all Hempfield, 25-12. Set 2, Tigers respond 25-20. And North Allegheny, who trailed the vast majority of set 3, now leading 23-21.
So crucial here for Brendan Moore. At least get the serve over.
Largest deficit NA faced in set 3 was 9-4, a 5-point deficit.
Still pretty big for volleyball, though, especially at this level in a state championship match. But they found a way so far. Still get 2 more big points, though, yet to go for the Tigers. We collect set number 3.
After the timeout by Coach Iser, North Allegheny's Brendan Moore throws the ball up high. Good serve. Played by Agatis. Boyro to Kohler. Tip. Morris from one knee on the dig. Left side Robertson. Played Agatis. Overpass Robertson. Right back. Diving play Kohler on the dig. Agatis slops it across. Bayless at left. Robertson. Big swing and kill. North Allegheny 24-21 in the third.
And fans on their feet here for NA for set number 3, trying to get set number 3.
Well, you mentioned
try to get done.
How crucial set 3 is. Out of a 1-1 tie score in the match score, Brendan Moore serving. Agatis plays on the pass. Boyro quickly up to Chase Crawford. Diving play to Prado. Blocked by Bradich in the middle on Chase Crawford. Cam Crawford, though, with another big swing and kill. Right at Morris, 24-22.
Tigers were on their heels that point. Now it's up to Cam Crawford. Tigers still have a timeout to play with.
24-22, North Allegheny leading in set 3. Serve, Cam Crawford. Robertson plays. Fail it. A Bradich. Did it get fingertips? Yes, it did. And North Allegheny wins set 3, 25-22. Hempfield going to dispute it with the R1. The back linesman, Deb McSwiggan, very confidently nods her head and says it was touched. And that will do it. Set 3 goes to North Allegheny. 2-1 the match score, favoring NA. We'll step aside and be right back on the NFHS Network.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small town charm meets wide open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Valley View Farm is the perfect venue for your wedding day. A rustic 1900s barn settled cozily among the rolling hills of Greene County, Valley View Farm provides a warm and welcome atmosphere. Weddings are the specialty, but Valley View is available to book for any event, and the barn is equipped with full heating and air conditioning to allow for year-round bookings. Wedding packages include a house DJ and a wedding coordinator, plus a staff that will take care of every need on your big day. To schedule a free tour, call 724-833-6426, valleyviewfarmvenue.com.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
When two heavyweights go toe-to-toe, there's a lot of ebb and flow in a matchup like this one. The District 3 third-place finishers, Landisville, Hempfield, 21-1 overall. North Allegheny 16-0 overall. Had not lost a set until today all year long. They dropped the first set 25-12. Tigers responded in set 2, 25-20. In set 3, it was a roller coaster ride. Hempfield led 9-4. North Allegheny rallied to tie it 13-all. Hempfield built a 3-point lead again at 19-16. After a Tigers timeout, North Allegheny would rally to take a 24-21 lead and ultimately put it away 25-22. And the Tigers prevail in that third set to take a 2-1 match lead. So we'll see where we go in set 4, but it's been a fun one thus far. In Class AA earlier today, Meadville defeating York Suburban 3-1. And again, that was a contest in which York Suburban won the first set, and then the Meadville Bulldogs won 3 in a row to claim the 2A title for the 4th time in program history. North Allegheny trying to follow that same script. Landisville Hempfield, of course, has an alternative plan. And we'll see where we go heading into set 4. Lee Moan, your impressions of this one so far?
That's exactly what we expected, Randy. Two very, very good programs. We knew North Allegheny was going to play a little bit better at what they did in set no one. I mean, Hempfield played very well. But both these schools, it's been fun to watch for sure. Very impressed with all these players. Gaddis has been really impressive for Landisville and Hempfield. And Nathan May really picking up his game here in the state finals. So see what happens here in set number 4.
Great to have you with us this evening. This afternoon rather. Served by Gaddis, and Brendan Moore, big swing, but played by Boyro on the dig, and tip into the net by Cam Crawford. North Allegheny leads 1-0. Well, now as the pendulum has swung, we'll see how Hempfield responds in this 4th. Brendan Moore serves. Ashba from his knees on the pass. Big swing, Kohler way wide. Oh, we're going to have a violation on the Tigers, though, and that'll tie the score at 1-1.
Yeah, cut some fingertips, it looks like there.
I think we had a violation that ultimately gave the point. So, nonetheless, tie score 1-1. Chase Crawford. Right-handed line drive serve. Pass Robertson. Fela right back to Robertson. That's blocked by Kohler. Tigers back it up. Brendan Moore, back row and over. Chase Crawford plays it. In the middle, tip. Diving effort on the dig by Morris. Ball blinkos about. We're going to ultimately have here a violation on Hempfield that gives NA the lead 2-1. There are a lot of quick diving plays on both sides. But ultimately, the error puts NA back in front.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that error.
Morris
on
serves.
Boyro.
And, a miss hit. And the ball in the third hit by Gaddis. He had to chase it down beyond the back line. He just lobbed it. It sat on the top of the net and fell back on the Hempfield side of the floor. NA now with a 3-1 lead.
It just couldn't get the roll.
Morris serves again. Gaddis plays. Boyro set left. Cam Crawford hits the left back. 3-2.
Yeah, going cross court instead of hitting that left back over the block.
NA's lead cut to 1. Served by Kohler, who's been outstanding. He had 5 kills in the last set. Cross court, wide for Robertson. Tied up now, 3-3 in the 4th. Kohler tries his hand at serving once again. In the middle, Palmer off the middle block, backed up by Ashba. In the middle, Boyro to teammate Spencer Troyer for the kill. Troyer first team all Lancaster Lebanon League.
Yeah, that goes through the block of Robertson and Palmer.
Troyer kind of quiet so far in this one today. But guys like Kohler and, of course, Agatis have made their waves. There's Agatis, and that's long. Tied up once again, 4-4 now in the fourth. Fours are wild.
Nathan May checking back in with Swarzinski. Swarzinski's been kind of quiet on the serving end here today. You mentioned the 39 aces on the year.
Serve Swarzinski. Good pass. Boyro to Cam Crawford, and the tip off the antenna. North Allegheny regains the lead, 5-4. Troyer checks out. Nathan Manning returns. Boyro directing his teammates as the serve from Swarzinski comes in. Agatis on the overpass. Swarzinski diving toward it, but he laid off as he realized the ball was going out of bounds.
So he'll take the ace.
6-4 North Allegheny.
That's tough to do. You're diving for it and then have to get out of the way. All in midair.
Swarzinski another serve. And quick tip across by Manning. Tigers handle blocked by Boyro. And North Allegheny with a center line violation in trying to respond to that. 6-5. Hempfield down by 1. Serve from Cam Crawford. Tigers handle. Nathan May. He's been clutch today. 7-5 North Allegheny. The lefty from the left.
Yeah. First time we've seen him hit from over that side. It's a little bit change of strategy there from Coach Long. A little different look.
Will Robertson floats it high. Serve, clips the tape from his knees. The pass by Ashba. Up to Agatis, and a rifle shot that's in near the left back. 7-6, Hempfield down by 1.
So good.
Serve from Ashba, and a good one. Swarzinski to Brendan Moore. Off the right side block, still alive for the Black Knights. Kohler kept alive by May. Third hit, Morris it over. Kohler digs. Boyro to the left. Agatis, that's long. Swarzinski ducked out of the way of that one. 8-6 Tigers.
Agatis just missing there. Cho coming back in to serve.
Tigers lead the match, score 2-1, and up in set 4, 8-6. Tight one. Boyro back set to Chase Crawford. Diving play by Cho on the first one, then a block by Moore. Eventually able to get it over. Hempfield, big swing, and that is May.
Again.
Kill Tigers, 9-6 NA.
Yeah, that was just placement that time by Nathan May. Found the donut hole. Ashby tried to keep it alive.
Float serve Cho into the net. Service air. 9-7. Hempfield trails by 2. Now it's Boyro who surveys the scene and delivers the right-handed serve. In the middle, Bradich kill. Peter Bradich, who's the team leader for NA in hitting percentage with .442. Also team leader in blocks, but very efficient out of that middle. 10-7 North Allegheny.
I said a power tip that almost looked like a power punch that time. But effective.
May, who's done it all today for NA, serving. Set left, up to Kohler. He tips, and a little hacky sack kick there by Moore on the third hit, but it goes out of bounds. 10-8.
Yeah, we saw that hacky sack from Emmett Morris a couple matches ago.
Yeah, that was more of a bicycle kick from him that was very impressive. Now that hacky sack is making a comeback.
Yes, sure is.
Serve and a service error by Gaddis.
Yeah, seen some of the softball players playing some hacky sack before their games this last couple days.
Serve Brendan Moore, and that's long.
Way long.
11-9 as it sails over the Hempfield side of the floor. We're live from Rec Hall, Penn State University, the Class 3A state championship. Tigers lead the match score 2-1. North Allegheny on top in set 4, 11-9 as well. Left side swing, Robertson tipped, running dig by Boyro. Chase Crawford up to Kohler. He punches it toward the center back where Moore resides. Moore from the back row, off the middle block and out of bounds. Attempt by Troyer, but couldn't control it. 12-9 North Allegheny.
Yeah, North Allegheny continuing to not let Hempfield get past that 2-point deficit. Back up the 3-point lead now.
Emmett Morris puts it in play. Boyro set up to Cam Crawford and across. Center back again, it's Moore. Palmer through the middle, and we're going to have a violation on Cam Crawford, a lift.
Yep.
North Allegheny 13-9 the lead.
Yeah, Heatham. Yeah, Palmer going right in between that block and then got the lift call. So
serve Morrison, a good one. Chased down by Troyer, far side. Third hit of Gaddis. Played by Morris. Back set Fela to Moore. He'll lob it. The Hempfield fans wanted the double contact call on NA that time. In the meantime, Kohler sends it wide and long. North Allegheny's lead is 5, and that prompts the timeout from Coach Kenny Iser of Landisville Hempfield.
I sort of agree with the Hempfield fans. I thought maybe it was a double contact too, but referees saw otherwise. So biggest lead of the set 4 here for the Tigers, trying to tie Hempfield for the most state titles in Pennsylvania's volleyball history with 10. Trying to get there anyways, but they still have a long way to go here in set number 4.
Yeah, long history. When you have two very successful programs at the state level, they have matched up quite a bit. Again, this one the first time since 2019, but in the span between 2014 and 2019, they met up quite often. 2014 state semifinals, North Allegheny won in a reverse sweep, 3-2. David Haas led the way with 24 kills in that one. In 2017, state first round, Tigers prevailed in 5 sets, 3-2, 15-8 in the 5th set. Canyon Tuman led with 20 kills. Eric and Luke Viscitis had 16 and 13 kills. The Viscitis twins, by the way, not only played at Division I Mount Olive College, but are now co-head coaches of the Teal women's volleyball program. Out of the timeout, power tip by Kohler for the point. And Kohler cuts the deficit for Hempfield at 14-10. Kohler's been outstanding today for Hempfield.
Yeah, always nice to hear former players stand in the volleyball field or their specific field in their sport.
In the middle, boy, ball sails over Troyer, but Cam Crawford, good reaction to get it across. And then in the wheelhouse for Will Robertson for a kill, hits the left back. 15-10 North Allegheny.
Or getting in the refereeing, which they so desperately need in the state of Pennsylvania. Nice to see former athletes do that.
Swarzinski back in to serve. Throws it up high and delivers the right-handed effort. Boyro set middle. Troyer blocked by Palmer. Good coverage by Ashba. Cam Crawford. Big swing. Morris tries to dig, but it sails out of bounds. Kill for Cam Crawford. 16. Check that. 15-11. Hempfield down by 4.
Yeah, good dig there by Morris, but just couldn't keep it in play.
Serve Cam Crawford. And Morris punches at that one. Moore chases it down, and then third hit lobbed over by Robertson, but out of bounds on the near side. That one never in sync for the Tigers from the start.
Yeah, Robertson just a miss hit in that back attempt there.
15-12, Hempfield trails by 3. Largest lead at 5 points for NA at 14-9. Lead increases here, 16-12. Will Robertson with a kill.
Robertson putting it down. He'll go back to serve.
Robertson consistent today, as he so often is, the go-to guy for NA. Kill Agatis, yes. Tight to the far sideline, right in front of Elliot Swerzinski. Agatis trims the deficit to 16-13. Agatis, just like Hempfield, he stormed out of the gates, slowed down a bit, but Agatis, you can see why he is so good out of District 3. Brendan Moore trying to aim it along the near side, but it's out of bounds. Hempfield chipping away.
Yeah, he was looking for fingertips, but nothing there. He just hit it wide.
16-14. Tigers lead cut to 2. Ashba serves. Moore overpass. Played over by Chase Crawford, but dug up by NA. Agatis, big swing. Dig with one hand near the left back by Robertson. Nathan May puts it across. Ashba there. Left side. Agatis long.
So close.
In disbelief is George Agatis, but it's now 17-14 North Allegheny.
Again, the Nats eyelash again. That fan on the top row thought maybe it might have been long.
Off the Josh Cho serve. Here's Agatis. Diggs. Swerzinski. Diving play by Robertson, but it goes up into the crowd.
Nathan May was ready to go in the crowd.
17-15. Agatis responds. He has 3 kills in this set. We're in the 4th set. North Allegheny leads in the match score 2-1. Back set, Nathan May, blocked but out of bounds. Off of Agatis from the left side. 18-15, NA by 3.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the final stats for Nathan May. I know you're keeping some unofficial stats, but
yeah, 3 kills in this set for May.
It seems like he's had about 15 or at least.
He's in double figures.
Yeah.
He's got to be at this rate. There's May again, tip toward the middle. 3rd hit. And it's a southpaw swing by Cam Bechtel. And there's the NA southpaw tip from May on the left. Chase Crawford kill. Morris kind of an in-between decision there, trying to decide on whether he should let it go or not. He made contact with it, and it's now 18-16. Hempfield down by 2.
Back and forth we go. Tigers just can't put the Knights away.
Serve Agatis. Robertson plays it. Jackson Pela on the back set to Bradich, and a big swing but handled. Bradich tries again off the middle block. Kill Bradich. 19-16 North Allegheny.
Hempfield with a chance, and then just the tip over, and then Bradich putting it down.
Brendan Moore to serve. And long. Service air. 19-17. Hempfield still in that 2-point deficit range. They can't seem to creep any closer than that, and NA can't seem to stretch the lead any larger than 3. But we'll see if Hempfield can trim it to 1 point here. Served by Chase Crawford. DePrado on the pass, set left. Robertson, kill. North Allegheny, 20-17.
Tigers will be happy if it keeps going like this.
Yeah, if you trade punches, that's just fine if you're North Allegheny. Leading by 3.
Very pivotal right now, and here comes our OM. Clean up the floor. It seems to be just on this one side of the floor, too. You see a nice picture of him doing a nice job.
He's been busy today.
Yeah.
OM official mopper, as we designated him. Emmett Morris, as we return to action, serves. Boyro back set. Kohler blocked by Robertson. Still alive, though, on the coverage, and then Cam Crawford into the net, or is it off of NA? It is off the Tigers. Kill goes to Cam Crawford, 20-18. Hempfield, some of their faithful on their feet, trying to come up with a big rally here in set 4. Kohler float serve, a bit of a knuckler there. So Robertson, Kill, tight to the near sideline, right in front of Kohler. 21-18 North Allegheny.
Maintain that 3-point lead again. Well, I thought he was going to go cross court, and he decided to come in the near sideline that time.
4 kills for Robertson in set 4.
You need to be precise in there. He's able to get it done. Swazinski back to serve.
Robertson also in double figures in kills today. North Allegheny leading by 3 in the 4th set. Trying to come away with the win here to win the state title. Overpass and a block. Robertson denies Boyro. 22-18 North Allegheny. That has the NA fans on their feet.
Check out the replay. Swazinski's in the back line more, somehow keeping that ball alive as Hempfield has to call their last timeout. What a play there by Swazinski off his chest, and then Moore diving to make the dig. Wow. Big point there. Again, the 2-point swing. Tigers just 3 points away from a championship.
Well, in this 4th set has been a battle. North Allegheny's largest lead, 14-9. Hempfield has been in hot pursuit the entire time, but again, it has not come any closer than 2 points at any stage in the rally. And now it's a 4-point advantage for North Allegheny. So Hempfield utilizing that second timeout.
They'll come back out on the floor. Fans for the night on their feet here.
Battle of the fans here at the moment.
Yeah.
You can hear this crowd. 3A championship from State College, Penn State University. Elliot Swazinski serves in a good one. Ashba plays. Boyro back to Ashba. He'll just lob it over. Moore to Swazinski. Back set. May. Dig. Kohler gets low for it. Boyro to Agatis. Tip from the back row. Running dig by Swazinski. It's May, and it's long. 22-19. Good decision there by Hempfield to lay off. 3-point lead for North Allegheny as Cam Crawford will serve.
Yeah, it's a big point. You got Swazinski off the service line, too.
Ball put in play by Cam Crawford, and Will Robertson with a blistering shot. Cross court, left to right. 23-19 North Allegheny.
Yeah, Nathan May ran around to the other side, thought they're going to go over to him, but they went back to Robertson and just slammed it down. 2 points away for the Tigers.
Robertson serving. Overpass Agatis. Palmer. Agatis punches it back across, but it's out of bounds. And North Allegheny 1 point away from a state title. 24-19 the score in set 4. NA fans slowly creep up to their feet. Will Robertson, the senior leader, the Post-Gazette Player of the Year from last season, serves it up. Ashba plays. Boyro left. Agatis puts the celebration on hold with a kill. 24-20.
He's been so good all day long. Now you need 4 very good serves.
And the man tasked with that duty is senior libero Ethan Ashba. Serve handled by Morris. Swazinski back set. May. Kill to finish. And fittingly, Nathan May, who's been so outstanding throughout the day, delivers the finisher. North Allegheny with its 10th state title to tie the state record with Landisville Hempfield, both with 10 all-time. (25-20) Tigers victorious in set 4. Nathan May with his 4th kill of this set. And the Tigers win their first state title since 2022. It's the first state championship under head coach Dan Long. Again, he's had many as an assistant, as well as this entire staff, for that matter, with Tim Burish, Chris Conti, Ryan Lundy, Mike Fisher. And the Tigers celebrate this championship after falling in the first set 25-12. Hempfield, you talk about storming out of the gates, that's putting it lightly. Hempfield was in control 25-12, but NA wins the next three, following that same script as the 2A title tilt that Meadville had. And so the 2A final goes in similar fashion as the 3A final, with the undefeated team also finishing the year undefeated. North Allegheny now 17-0. Hempfield at 21-2.
Yeah, you saw the great conversation there between Coach for Hempfield there and Coach Iser and Coach Long in the middle there, having a really pleasant conversation. You can see they're really respect that they have for each other. And unfortunately, one team's going to lose here today, but two great programs.
And that's a great point. It's there's a lot of mutual respect between these two programs for many years. We mentioned going back to 2014 with my history note, but it goes well beyond that. You see the coaching staff celebrating with North Allegheny. That's assistant coach Mike Fisher there. And now for the medal presentation and the trophy presentation as well coming up. And Lee, we were talking about Landisville, Hempfield, the year they've had, a great resilient campaign. 25 Lancaster Lebanon League titles, which is a record in that league. 15 district titles, and they had won 10, all of which under Mike Vogel, who had coached 20-plus years at Landisville, Hempfield. Kenny Iser in his fifth year, trying to win his first, so very close today. But this Black Knights program, again, from Mike Vogel on, has been so outstanding. And North Allegheny, as you mentioned, the mutual respect that these programs have between each other. Great year for Landisville, Hempfield. They were able to atone from their only loss in the district to Cumberland Valley with a state semifinal win against those same CV Eagles, and falling just short in this one today.
Yeah, again, they left everything on the floor, as did York Suburban in 2A. I mean, they played very well. Like you said, storming out of the gates. I mean, all the momentum in the world. The Tigers, a great response in set number 2 to tie this thing up at 1. Then, boy, we went back and forth. No team could pull away from each other here today, which is a great volleyball effort here from both these squads here today.
Yeah, when you look at the set scores, you mentioned 25-12 was a rout for Hempfield. NA's 3 set wins, they were all relatively close, but they were wins nonetheless. 25-20, 25-22, and 25-20. And balanced effort for both teams. Looking at Hempfield is, again, the runner-up medal presentation ongoing. Georgia Gaddis, he was the Lancaster Lebanon League MVP, first team all-district, and he was absolutely terrific today.
Yeah, he sure was. I mean, he's got a really strong right arm, and he was a real joy to watch here for the Hempfield sport. There it is, number 2, Hempfield Knights.
And Mason Kohler, another one who performed well. The Crawford twins, and of course the setter, senior setter Marcel Boyro, the SUNY New Paltz commit.
Yeah, what a difference. Like you mentioned, Boyro was just outstanding. Also, and the seniors for the Knights will take the trophy. Not the one they're looking for, but they said the first broadcast, they'll upset now, but they'll look back in this and be very proud of what they did.
The seniors with a quick picture with the trophy. Ryan Landis, the athletic director at Hempfield. Shout out to him and Coach Iser with great information during the course of the week in our email correspondence with those two individuals during a very busy week, of course, ahead of the state championship. So, tip of the cap to them, and we thank them very much. As now it's North Allegheny's turn, and these are the gold medals. Ethan Morris, the libero, will receive the first from head coach Dan Long. And Dan Long, taking over this program. You talk about big shoes to fill, right? Started with Bob Miller, we talked about before. Dan Shaw followed that with many titles, 15 WPIAL crowns and 5 state championships. And while Dan Long was a part of that, when you're the head coach, again, big shoes to fill. And here he is now handing out the state gold medals to his team. And what a senior class as well. We mentioned earlier the senior class that had played together since they were in 7th grade, club volleyball and North Allegheny volleyball all together, and they get to celebrate right here at the summit at Penn State University, where they really always dreamed that that you would want to go out. It's the perfect script, Hollywood script, as a senior class.
And what a way to celebrate, too, because on Tuesday they're leaving for the beach. All the seniors are going to be renting a house together and celebrating this one. I don't know if that was the intention of having probably the state championship, but yeah, they're all going away and going to celebrate that way also. So they'll be living up the dream on the beach.
Well, they can bring the trophy with them, maybe, right? Like the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Take the trophy to the beach.
Yeah.
Take pictures with it.
Yeah.
See where different sites. What beach are they going to?
I did not hear that. I just heard beach.
Yeah, that was. I'm sold on beach. It doesn't matter where. Sand and water.
Yeah. And my pick would probably be down North or South Carolina. One of those beaches down there would be my pick.
Whatever beach it is.
Yeah.
The trophy,
go enjoy it.
The trophy will make its way to North Allegheny. Not sure if the rest of the teammates are okay.
Yeah.
The seniors just take it with, but nonetheless, just a Hollywood script written for this NA group here in 2026. So close last year. State runners-up after the 3-1 loss to Cumberland Valley last year, but they were able to get it done. And they had to, talk about resiliency. That first set. That had to rattle the cage a little bit. You hadn't lost a set all year, and then when you finally do, it's 21. They're 25-12.
Yeah.
But they come right back and get back to business for the victory.
Great way of just throwing out of the memory bank quickly. Get it out. Just act like it's 0-0, and that's basically what they did, and they were very good getting the state championship for the Tigers.
As John Facenda would say from NFL Films, champions aren't always great. They're just great when they have to be. And first set, not so much. Sets the rest of the way. The Tigers prevailed, taking the next 3 after dropping the first. So
the medal's just about being done, handed out. Coach Long will get his here pretty quickly, and then all those seniors are going to be coming forward. To grab that championship trophy. There's the applause for Dan Long getting his first state championship as a coach.
Yeah, they ran out of medals.
Yep.
But that's all right. Now here come the seniors, all 10 of them. And let the celebration begin. North Allegheny state champs.
And let the rest join them now. The coaching staff and all.
Now North Allegheny, again, part of that storyline, winning a 10th state championship, so that ties the all-time mark that is held by Hempfield. They now have company at the top with that record. Landisville, Hempfield, and North Allegheny, both with 10 state titles overall. So that'll do it for us today. 2 state titles in the books. Meadville in Class 2A, North Allegheny in Class 3A state champions. And our pleasure to bring you all the action this afternoon. For my partner Lee Moan, I'm Randy Gore. Nate Rigotti, our producer. Noah Tennant, and Eric Bennett, our camera operators as well. And we bid you a pleasant good afternoon from Penn State University, again in Class 3A, North Allegheny 3-1 winners over Hempfield on the NFHS Network.